What's up everyone, Cole Caparine here. Thank you for stopping by for another video. Today I want to talk budget options. What are the best budget options for microphones and preamps and headphones and just everything? What are the best budget options for you? There's going to be links in the description below for every single piece of gear I talk about in this video, along with all of the gear I use. Those links go to Sweetwater. Sweetwater is sponsoring this video. You can get just about everything you need and just about everything on this list from Sweetwater. And if you use any of those links in the description below to purchase not only the things I'm gonna talk about in this video, but to purchase anything you ever need after using one of my links, it goes a long ways to help support this channel. Help me keep making videos just like this. So thank you guys for using those links anytime you need to purchase anything that's music gear related. Links down below. Now, full disclosure, this list is not meant to be the most affordable thing out there. For instance, when we get to headphones, this is not gonna be what is the most affordable headphone, like a $14.99 Amazon special. But the way I want to approach this conversation is what is the most affordable thing that you can get really serious results with? What's the cheapest thing that is a pro level piece of gear or something that you can get pro level results from? Let's just jump right into vocal microphones. Now, one of my budget picks that has been my budget pick for, I don't know, the past 15 years is an Audio-Technica AT4033. These are $399. Yes, it's not the cheapest microphone in the world, but I would take this microphone to any session. I will happily use this on acoustic guitar, electric guitar, drum overheads, drum rooms, vocals, background vocals, acoustic guitar, like whatever. I would use this on absolutely everything and not give it a second thought if this was the only mic that I had or if this was the best microphone that I had. Huge bang for the buck. Now, I want to throw an honorable mention in. Just about every single thing on this list is stuff that I have real experience with, have actually used in sessions, but I want to throw an honorable mention in here that I have not used yet, and that is the Lawton Audio LA220 V2. Now, it's $50 cheaper than the Audio-Technica, and I now have a bunch of Lawton Audio microphones, and the thing that blows me away about all of them is their incredible bang for buck. They sound stunningly good, especially for how much they cost. So I think that this would be another great option. I haven't used this one, but I have used a bunch of their other stuff, and I think this is probably a good option to look at. I've been using this Lawton Audio Atlantis in here for about the past 3 months, and it has quickly become one of my very favorite microphones that I've ever used in a studio. That one's $1,599, doesn't quite fit on this list. Anyway, let's move on to headphones. Now, I think the cheapest thing that you can get the job done with is a pair of Audio-Technica ATH M30s. These are $79 headphones. I used to have like 8 pairs of these, and when I had a commercial studio back in Illinois where I'm from, these were what was in every single booth. I had to have a bunch of pairs of headphones, and I couldn't afford really high-end headphones for every single spot, so ATH M30s were in all of the booths, and I used those for a long time. For tracking and for tracking vocals or hearing yourself play guitar or whatever, I think these are really usable and probably the best bang for buck out there when it comes to headphones in this price category. I would not, however, recommend them for mixing. The cheapest headphone that I would recommend for mixing is probably the Beyerdynamic DT770. Now, there may be other great options in this price range, but these are the ones that I have the most experience with and have gotten great results with. These go for $159, and they have a really wide frequency response with great low-end extension, which is one of the reasons why they're pretty decent for mixing, especially if you have a room that isn't well treated or you have monitors that don't go down that low in the frequency spectrum. These are fantastic for that. I also use these for tracking all the time. My singers wear these DT770s when they're singing all the time. One more honorable mention on this headphone list is the Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs. Now, these are what I'm wearing all the time when I'm tracking. I don't really check mixes on these anymore, but I did for a long time, and they worked great. One of the reasons why I think these are such a great option is because every single studio has a pair of these, and so it doesn't matter what studio you go to, you're gonna be able to find a pair of Audio-Technica M50s in every single studio. So this gives you some sort of consistent monitoring platform. You get used to these headphones, you can go to just about any room and have a monitoring thing that you're familiar with. The M50s go for $169, so not really in the budget headphone category, but if you're looking for a great all-around headphone, or if you're looking for a headphone that is like, buy one pair of headphones and be done with it, I would say M50s. Let's talk about interfaces. Now, this is a wide category. There are so many interfaces at such a huge variance in price range, but I have to go with the Universal Audio Volt 2. I've had this interface in my studio for nearly a year, and I've been using it constantly. It lives on my video editing station, which is likely gonna be a separate Pro Tools editing station very soon. I like it because it is $189. Has good preamps in it, preamps that have some character in them actually. It is bus powered, so you just plug a USB cable into it. There's no power cables, which makes it a great travel option. It'll run an actual set of studio monitors with dedicated monitor outputs on the back and a headphone out on the front with a separate volume control for the headphones as the main monitors. So this is the cheapest interface that I personally have used and would recommend, and I think it's a great option if you're in that like under $200 category for an interface. Let's talk about studio monitors. Now, this is where things get a little crazy because the very most budget studio monitors I wouldn't recommend. I would not recommend the cheapest monitors that you can find. The cheapest monitors that I feel comfortable recommending are the Kali audio monitors. These monitors get rave reviews, everyone loves them, and they start at $398 a pair. Now that's for their smaller ones, and I would recommend you buying the biggest ones that you can afford. But under $400 for a pair of monitors that actually sound good, that are actually useful to make music with, crazy bang for the buck there. If you already have a pair of monitors that you're happy with, I have to recommend the Auratone 5Cs. There's a pair of them right there. I've been using them for, man, like 8 years now. And as a second monitor, I cannot highly recommend them enough. Yes, I recommend them over the other Cube monitors that are available. I've tested them all. These are the best in my opinion. And they're not paying me to say that. I've had these for like 8 years. But the passive ones go for $399. If you have a power amp that you can already use, awesome, but they also have an active version for $749. And if you already have a pair of monitors that you love, an active pair of monitors that gives you a completely different perspective and is so incredibly useful for $749. That's money well spent if you can pull it off. So not only do I recommend a pair of Auratones if you can swing it, and if you already have another pair of monitors, Auratone is actually up for a TEC award, and I'll put a link down below if you want to go vote for them to win this award. I can't highly recommend them enough, but to celebrate them being nominated for this award, they have decided to partner with me to give you guys a pair of Auratone 5Cs, active pair of Auratone 5Cs. We're gonna do the wood grain ones this time. You guys absolutely crushed this last giveaway. I will put instructions down below on how to enter the giveaway. Do not reply to anyone saying that you have won. I will not notify you in the comments below. I will only notify you that you have won via a reply to your entry email. So don't get scammed down below, please. But this is a great opportunity for you guys to get a really awesome pair of monitors that will really go a long ways to help making your mixes better. Details on how to enter down below. Let's talk computers. I think the very best computer you can buy, affordable computer for home production, for your home studio right now, is the M2 Mac Mini, starting at $599. The idea that you can get a computer this outrageously powerful for $599, that's crazy. Unbelievably powerful, super capable machines. I think this is by far the best bang per buck that you can possibly spend on a computer right now. Now, I think the M2 Mac Mini is the best affordable computer you can possibly buy for music production. But if you have a little bit more in your budget, I think the Mac Mini with the M2 Pro chip in it, upgraded with 16 gigabytes of RAM, which starts about $1299. This is gonna be the sweet spot, an unbelievably powerful powerful machine that is pretty future-proofed. I ran only 16 gigabytes of RAM forever, never had any issues, and this computer is way more powerful than my old trash can Mac Pro that I ran for 13 years straight. Let's talk about dynamic microphones, mostly looking at what's great for recording electric guitars. Now, the most affordable microphone that I can personally recommend to record electric guitars is the Audix i5. At one point in time, I was doing enough live sound and studio stuff that I had 6 of these. And for that $100 microphone price range, I think that these are hands down the winner. They're certainly hands down my favorite in that price range. Now, if you can bump your price range up just a little bit, I think the Shure Beta 57 is the next best option. The Beta 57 comes in at $149 US. I much prefer the Beta to the original. Feel free to disagree and drop all the hate in the comments, because the 57 is certainly an iconic microphone, but I would pick an i5 over a 57, and I would pick a Beta 57 over both of them. And if you have just a little bit more money in your budget, I think the Sennheiser E906 is a really, really great option. It's a great sounding microphone for that price range. Let's talk small diaphragm condenser microphones. Now, there are a ton of super affordable options out there. I mean, you can get some really cheap ones starting at like $40 a piece. But again, this list is supposed to be from like a more prosumer point of view, not the cheapest thing that you can possibly buy, but what's the cheapest thing that you can buy that actually gives you like really awesome pro level results. For small diaphragm condensers, I have to say the Lawton Audio LA120 V2. This is a pair of small diaphragm condensers. It comes in at $499 for the pair. It has high pass switches. It has built-in pads. It comes with different capsules. Over the past few months, they have become hands down my recommendation for drum overheads or for acoustic guitars or any acoustic instruments. They'd be great on piano. These are hands down my recommendation under $500. Check out the link in the description below. Let's talk about microphone pre's. Now, the best bang for buck by far is gonna be like a Cappy VP28. The only downside to this is it's a kit that you have to put together yourself. Now, I will say they have incredible instructions on their website, step-by-step photographic instructions. If you can solder at all and you can follow instructions really well, I can't think of another microphone preamp on earth that is gonna give you incredible pro-level sonic quality for $320. That's crazy, crazy bang for the buck. Now, if you're not into building your own stuff, I have to say that we have to look at the Cappy VP28 Platinum, which is a pre-assembled unit. They come for $799. They're in stock at cappygear.com. I'll put that link down below too. I cannot believe how good this preamp sounds for the money. Now, these are both 500 series preamps. If you don't have a 500 rack and you need a full rack mount, I think my budget pick would be the Warm Audio WA73. That's a $649 microphone preamp. Anything less than this, than the Cappy, or Audioscape makes a great 500 pre too, or this Warm Audio, anything more budget than this, I just think that you might as well use the preamps in your interface, because you're probably gonna get just as good a results out of the pre's in the interface as you will buying a $200 or $300 mic preamp. Let's talk about compression. I can't think of another compressor on the market that's a better bang for buck than the Audioscape 1176. They make 3 different versions of them. All of them are incredible, and they are $899 for an 1176. Just like I was saying with the microphone preamps, if you're gonna spend any less than this, I think you're just better off using plugins. This is the minimum that I would spend on a hardware compressor and expect truly awesome results. Okay, so next we gotta talk about some guitars, electric and acoustic guitars, but I'm gonna solicit some help. I'm gonna call my buddy Robert Baker, who has an incredible guitar YouTube channel. I'll link his channel down below. Definitely go check him out if you're interested in guitar type stuff. But let's see what his options are for guitar. What's up, brother man? Good. Thank you for joining me to do this.
No problem.
What's the best budget electric guitar you can think of that is like budget, but gives someone like, it's a quality enough guitar to like get good results out of, like stays in tune, plays well, sounds good?
Which, as soon as you asked me that, I was like, a classic vibe Telecaster, and then if you want kind of like a little bit of a uniqueness, I'd go the thin line.
Oh yeah.
because then you get like this extra little something going on there, and you know, it just kind of got it all. It's going to stay in tune. It's a workhorse guitar, so it just kind of got it all going on, and it's like sub $500.
Perfect. Do you have? So both of those are Telecasters. Do you have like a humbucker option?
Yeah. So if you have a little bit more budget, I would go PRS DGT SEs.
Okay.
They are phenomenal. Like absolutely. Like I'm like, how much is this guitar? You know, and they're a little bit more expensive than the, but just an amazing option.
Excellent. Perfect. What about an acoustic guitar?
So I'm a total like Martin sucker. Triple O, like what is it? The X2E, something like that. So you know, it can kind of do finger picking, flat picking, covers the gamut, and again, it's in more of that like $500-ish range.
Perfect. Those are perfect. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Start a studio today.
Yeah, let's go. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for joining me on this. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon.
Yeah. Problem, buddy.
Peace. That wraps up my list of what I think is the best bang for bucks, the most affordable things that you can possibly use to get really incredible pro level results in your home studio. Don't forget to check the links down below for everything in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.